Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair. Guys, our mission here at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos, guys. Let's go ahead and start on it now.
We got a TDI here, a 2006 TDI, and we're going to do diagnostics on that thing. We just swapped an engine and transmission on it, and you'll be surprised how many lights we have on. So we're using MaxiSys, you know, that's the tube that we use. It's pretty inexpensive compared to Snap-on and other ones, and that thing is super powerful. So it's pretty much, the program is the same as VAG-COM. Okay, so let me just go ahead, start the car, and show you how many lights we got on. We purchased the vehicle at an auction, and we had no idea what's wrong with it. The engine was messed up. Okay, you can see we have the traction light on, airbag light, steering wheel, and engine light. So we need to figure it out. Brake light is just the emergency brake. Seat belt light will go off. Okay, so we are going to go ahead now, turn the engine off. You need to have the ignition on. Okay, let's see what we can fix now. Auto detect, it's going to read the VIN number of the vehicle, and we'll be able to determine what model it is. You can manually do that, but the system is pretty accurate, so we will let it do it. Okay, it's almost there. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but it's getting there. Okay, that's the VIN number. Okay, we agree, it is the same one. And now we need to pick our model. Ours is a 2006 Jetta, so I believe we will go right here. Okay, 2006 model sedan. Okay, and this one has a 1.9 TDI. Okay, let's go to diagnostics now. We're going to do an auto scan. That way it will scan the whole system. It will take some time because it's going to connect to every single computer in the vehicle, every single module, and we'll see how many fault codes we will have, especially after the battery was dead for a long time. Engine replacement, you know, you unhook everything, you unhook the computer, so it's gonna be a big mess in the system. So we need to see what we can clear. Okay, we're almost done. It's still connecting to the parking heater, but this one doesn't even have this option. Okay, so we're gonna give it some time. Okay, everything here looks good, and quite a bit of codes. Engine control module, we have 8 codes, as you can see. Seat adjustment, driver side, 2 codes. So some of those are just because of low voltage. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. We don't even wanna go and read all the codes that we have, but I assume even after deleting some, we'll still have some active codes, because usually you have 1 or 2, 3 maximum per module for low voltage, so we need to see what it is. It's almost to the end. It says 93%, so I think probably this is the last module, or we have one more maybe to connect. And you can see so far we have like 21 modules in this car. That is ridiculous. Okay, and what you can do, you can actually even go to report, and you can see everything that's wrong with it. Engine control module, transmission control module, how many codes and stuff like that. But we're going to attempt to do a quick erase now, and we'll see what we'll be left with. Okay, engine control module actually from 8 went to 0. So you can see we have zero errors right now. Air conditioning still has 1 error for some reason. So far we're doing good. Airbag, no fault. But actually airbag light went off. So that was just due to the low voltage. We didn't even check the code, because if it's active code, when you delete them, active code will be there. I mean, you won't be able to delete, so it will stay there, and you'll be able to see it. So with just steering assistance, there will be a fault. That's because you have to drive the car after you put a new battery at least about a minute to reset the steering and the traction control. Okay, so that's gonna take some time. Okay, let's see now what we have. We have only a code in the AC system, so let's see what this one is. What could be? Okay, trouble codes. Okay, let's see. Active refrigerant pressure lower limit not reached. But that's because we haven't put refrigerant. We haven't refilled the AC yet, so that's not a problem. We'll do that later. And let's see the steering assistance. What's going on there? Okay, that one probably will disappear too once we drive the car. Steering angle sensor. Okay, active, static. So actually you can go ahead and I think you can actually adapt the steering angle sensor, but I think it will do it on its own. Okay, it's right here, steering angle sensor. Let's see what it's going to let us do. Okay, the adaptation channel. Okay, so let's restart the car now, and the only thing we should have on is the steering light. We should have the traction light on. That's because we haven't driven the vehicle yet. Okay, DRL and seat belt will go away, you can see. So those are the two lights. Let's give it a ride and see if those will disappear now. Okay guys, after driving that thing just probably 200-300 yards meters, the auto lights disappear. The only thing we have is a parking light on the front left that's not working, but everything else is gone. We don't have any malfunctions or anything like that. The DRL lights, okay, you can see, and even the seat belt works. So we don't have any problems with the engine. We don't have any ABS, steering wheel lights. So that's how we reset everything. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a.
So guys, hopefully the video was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Now check out our YouTube channels, guys. We have more than 19,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.